Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Well, today we're taking a look at an on-camera monitor. We're looking at the Viltrox DC 550 Pro. Now they sent this to me for review. I haven't had to purchase it. They sent it to me. I actually love Viltrox products and Light products. I'm using them all the time. I've got some Light lights running around the studio here, and I'm using Viltrox lenses all the time. So I do love the manufacturer and I love the brand. So when they asked me whether I'd like to look at their new field monitor, I actually jumped to the chance because I really do like their products. Now, this is a 5.5 inch monitor, and it's designed to go on top of a camera, and here we have it here. Now, it's a great piece of kit, very well made, and with many features. Now, it's a touchscreen. Even just simply using it to adjust the volume, you just slide up and you see the volume there going up and down. You see a little sign here saying the volume's going up and down, and you can use a volume control on this side to adjust the brightness. So right hand side will adjust the brightness, and then the left hand side will adjust the volume. And then you can just tap on it, and then the screen comes up with the various menus. And it's really so easy to use because it is all touchscreen. And you can go through all your different settings. You can turn your histograms on and off. You've got an on-off bar here, so just turn that on. Your histograms will come on and come off. You got your vector scopes, focus peaking. You can turn your focus peaking on and off. You can choose what color you want it for focus peaking. It's all very intuitive. Now, I've got focus peaking turned on. I can see the red lines around my glasses there, so I can see that is focusing. And you can see it might be on my shirt there that it's glowing red. That's purely the focus peaking is actually working. And it's got various function buttons as well as the touchscreen. So you can use a touchscreen to go through all the different settings that you want, as I say. But what I like also is got three preset buttons along the top. So if you're not a big fan of a touchscreen, you can turn the touchscreen off and you can use the presets on the top. Now you can preset these to what you like. That's the full spectrum there. So you've got your waveform, you've got your vector scope, your volume level, volume bar. That one is false colour. That's great, particularly when you're outdoors and when you get the correct exposure. You can use false colour to get your correct exposure. That one just brings up the menu, and as I say, it's all touchscreen, so you go through the different menus. You can load LUTs onto it, so if you're a cinematographer that uses LUTs, maybe you're a Panasonic user and you use Vlog, or you're a Sony user and you use S-Log, you can load your own LUTs on there, so it will preview it in a Rec 709 format. So although the camera is recording it as a log format, the monitor's actually previewing it as if it's been edited per se. Now it has got various other function buttons on here, but they're the three main ones that you can pre-assign to what you like. It does come with its own battery, which is great. A nice thing with this battery, nice little touch, that you can actually see what the battery level is like. So just push that in and then you can see what your battery, and that's showing full battery strength. It comes with that. That'll just slot on there. And the nice thing is it's so well made. All the buttons, it's got a proper button there for getting the battery in and out. It's not your flimsy sort of buttons that a lot of the cheaper monitors have. Although this is not an expensive monitor, it's a really fantastic value monitor. And I'm quite surprised how well made this is, considering the price point that the monitor is at. So on the top here, you've got your flap for loading your LUTs. That's very useful, because it may well be that you're using a camera that this hasn't got the LUTs built in. So you might be using a Blackmagic camera, so you want to download the LUTs off Blackmagic's website, and then you can load them into the actual monitor, and I think that is really useful feature. Now on the side here, it has got, if you don't want to use the touchscreen, I tend to use the touchscreen because it is just so easy just to go through the different settings using the touchscreen. You might not want to do that. You actually might want to use the control on the side. You push it in and then that selects what you want to select. do that. When that select it, you can adjust it, just in the hue there, and then you can just go through all your different settings by using this control knob here. And I think that's, that's useful. And also a nice thing with it, it is actually away from the actual main monitor. So if you want to quickly adjust anything, you can use the control dial as opposed to using, as I say, the touch screen. Now, it's a 1200 nit display, so that is great if you're using it outdoors, but it's got a really, really bright display. Most monitors on a camera are really, really poor in daylight, particularly Sony cameras. The Canons are not quite so bad, but Sonys are particularly bad in daylight. With this, 1200 nits, absolutely fantastic. So you've got no problem being able to see what you're actually filming using this particular monitor out in daylight. But the other lovely thing is they've supplied a really, really nice lens shade. Now, I don't usually get excited over lens shades because they're usually really badly made. They're usually Velcro stick on that don't work properly. I really like the construction of this lens shade. Now, as you can see there, that is now on the monitor. Really, really, really good fitting. You can leave it on the monitor to protect the screen. Then to take it off, you literally just pull that flap on the top there, and there you go. You've got a really, really nicely made lens shade. So yeah, that is the monitor. Now it comes with a case, and I said it comes with this battery that has got a battery indicator on the battery. We'll have a little look around the monitor now so you can see what the connections are. So on this side, you've got your DC input, and you've got USB-C input, which also acts as DC power supply. So you can use your USB-C port to power the monitor, and I think that is really, really useful. So much more flexible than relying on the DC input. On the top here, you've got your three function buttons and the reset button, and then you've got your flap here for loading your LUTs. It's a SD card slot for loading the LUTs. So you can't record on this monitor. It's not there for recording to, it's purely for loading your LUTs. And then this side, you've got your main control dial and a physical on-off switch. Now that really does mean a lot to me, because when you're taking it in and out of camera bags, these ones that have a soft button for your on-off switch are a real pain, because you end up turning it on and then running the battery down if you've got the battery on it. So that's a physical button, good quality button, and that's really good. And on the bottom here, you've got your HDMI in and out, so you can actually feed it through to another monitor, maybe a recorder or whatever. You've got your headphone jack, and you've got your tripod bush. And the handy thing is, it's got another little lug to stop the tripod mount from spinning around. I think that's really useful. Nice little touch, but I think that's quite handy. And then obviously on the back, you've got your battery fitting on the back here, so that's really handy as well. A standard Sony MP battery, and it comes with one, as I said, that has the battery indicator on the battery, so that's really, really useful. And that is basically the Viltrox Pro DC 550 Pro. Now it comes in comes with the lens shade, as I said earlier, and it comes in this nice case. Cases are not exciting, but it comes in this nice case with, a place there for your HDMI leads. It comes with two HDMI leads, HDMI mini and a HDMI micro lead. As well as coming with a battery, it comes with this little tripod mount or camera mount, so you can use it as either or. Just a nice little, not very exciting mount, nicely made. It works really well. But as I say, because it's got this extra pin that goes into that little pin, it stops the actual adapter from spinning around, and I think that is really handy. I did wonder at first, with the HDMI ports being right close to the tripod mount, whether or not I'd have an issue with the HDMI lead fitting. But funnily enough, I've not had any issues whatsoever. It was a concern that actually didn't need to be a concern. I found it works absolutely fine. And with this adapter, obviously you can adjust the tilt of the actual monitor when it's on the camera. So yeah, that is the Viltrox DC 550 Pro on-camera monitor. I'd like to thank Viltrox for sending this to me for review. Really appreciate that. They won't see this video any sooner than you guys and girls do, so they've had no input on what I say about it. I actually just really like it, and I'll be using it in the studio here regularly. I'll also use it out and about when I do go out and about. So I think it's really compact, very well made. It'll last because it's good quality plastic. It's not cheap. And I like all the buttons on it. They're good quality, solid buttons. So there we go. Yeah, the Viltrox DC 550 Pro. Hope you found that useful. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Hit the like button if you like the content on my videos. Would really appreciate that. And stay tuned for more videos relating to video photography, podcasting, so on and so forth. Cheers for now. Bye.